Good day, everyone. Our topic is online resources, educational sites, and portals. The learning objectives in this lesson, at the end of this lesson, students are able to define online resources, educational sites, and portals, value the importance of online resources, educational websites, and portals, and lastly, use educational websites as online resources. These are web pages and documents on the internet that provides useful information. This describe the core concept of online resources. Think of it like a digital library where you can um, articles, reports, guides, and other materials that offer valuable knowledge on the various subjects. Online resources includes online databases, ebooks, digital archives, social media, online news sources, online videos, online journals, and web-based tools. So, this lists some of the many types of online resources. It highlights how diverse and extensive the online world is for finding information. The first one is the online database. Um, Organized collection of information, often with search function for easy access. Then ebooks, digital versions of books offering convenience and accessibility. And the digital archives, collecting of historical documents, photos, and other materials prescribed online, preserved online, and social media. It is a platform for sharing information, connect, connecting with others, and accessing diverse pers- perspectives. Then, online news sources. It is a websites and apps that provide correct events and news reporting. Online videos, it is educational, entertaining, and informative videos hosted a platform like YouTube. And online journal, academic publication that share research finding and scholarly articles. And lastly, the web-based tools. It is a software application access through the internet, offering various functions like productivity tools, calculators, and more. So, types of online resources. Yun nga po yung online basis, the example of GSTOR, Procast, EBSCO, and the ebooks naman, uh, Kindle, Nook, ebooks, and digital archives, internet, archives, internet archives, Library of Congress, digital collection. Sa social media naman po, the example is Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram. Then sa online news resources, CNN, BBC, New York Times. And the social media, the example is Twitter, X, Facebook, and Instagram. Sa online news sources naman, CNN, BBC, New York Times. And sa online videos, example naman niya is yung YouTube, Vimeo, TED Talks, and yung example naman natin sa online journal is yung PLOS 1, Nature, Science, and lastly, the example of web-based tools is yung Google Drive, Dropbox, and Canva.
The OER or Open Educational Resources. According to the UNESCO, these are learning, teaching, and research materials in any format and medium that resides in public domain or are under an open license or that permits no cost access. So, ito yung mga materials na ma-access mo on the internet na hindi ka pagbabayarin. So, walang fee na hihingin sa'yo para ma-access mo yung mga particular na um, documents, and other resources. Educational websites and portals are platforms that provides access to a variety of access to educational resources and services. Such resources includes online courses, lesson plans, educational games, and testing materials. So dito daw, educational websites daw and portals are those websites and portals na ginagamit natin para makapag-access ng mga learning materials. And ginagamit din ito ng mga teachers in order to um, make the learning more engaging. So, halimbawa, gumagamit sila ng mga educational games. And then, yung paggamit ng mga online testing materials. So, kabilang dito yung paggamit ng mga, halimbawa, yung Kahoot, yung quizzes, and etc. So, there are types of educational websites. Number one is yung online learning platforms. These platforms or websites provides access to online courses, often with focus on a specific subject. So, example dito is yung edX and yung Khan Academy. These two platforms are used by professionals na gustong makapag-take ng online courses. Professionals or either yung mga students. Then next is yung school and university websites and portals. So these portals provide access to resources and services for faculty, students, and staff. This may include course materials, grades, schedules, and other important information. So dito naman, ito yung mga um, websites na ginagamit ng schools to disseminate information and to provide access to learning materials for their students. So, yung example dito is yung SIAS Online and then yung CSPC Web Portal. So, dito sa dalawang ito, na-access natin dito yung mga informations regarding sa schools and then regarding dun sa ating subject matters, yung courses, yung teachers natin, yung grades, yung attendance, and etc. So, another type of educational websites and portals are educational resources. These educational resources provides access to a wide range of educational resources such as lesson plans, educational games, and testing materials. So, example dito is yung DepEd Commons wherein na-access dito ng mga teachers yung mga modules and then yung halimbawa is yung mga lesson plans na gagamitin nila or yung curriculum guide na gagamitin nila to make a lesson plan. Then, meron din tayo ditong Kahoot and quizzes which used in testing the skills of the student. So, dito naman, matitest naman yung cognitive skills ng mga student sa pamamagitan ng different types of quiz or exam like multiple choice, enumeration, and etc. Then, next naman is yung professional development websites and portals. This offers resources and courses for teachers and educators to improve their skills and keep abreast of the latest methodologies and technologies. So, example naman dito is yung National Education Association Learning Hub kung saan naman ito yung nagbibigay ng mga makabagong techniques and then nagbibigay sila ng lectures and yung courses about sa mga modern way of teaching. So, para mas mapaganda pa nung teacher yung kanyang paraan ng pagtuturo. And then, next naman is yung parents and student portals. So, ito naman is, this provides parents and students with resources and tools to support learning at home. So, example dito is yung G-Classroom kung saan dito sinisend nung teacher lahat ng resources or materials na magagamit ng student for learning. So, marami pang other websites or portals na maaaring may apply dito. For example, yung SIAS Online 3 is mako-consider din as parents and student portals kasi nga pwede rin ma-access ng students and ng parents yung mga materials and yung progress ng particular students. And sabi nga nila, educational websites brings some benefits. So, these are some benefits of the educational websites and portals. So, number one is convenience and flexibility. So, dahil online ito na-access, so hindi hassle na sa mga students na pumunta sa schools, and they can actually work with their activities sa bahay kasi nga kaya nilang ma-access yung mga materials, and then kahit saan sila magpunta pwede silang matuto. And then next is access to wide range of resources and services. So dahil nga yung World Wide Web or the internet is very broad, so maraming mga information yung mga student na ma-access sa mga websites. And then, ability to personalized learning. So, yung mga student is pwedeng mag-conduct ng individualized learning. So, they can learn at their own pace. And then, lastly is the opportunity to collaborate or for collaboration and communication. So, through the use of these websites and portals, the students can able to communicate with their group mates and then to create an output with the collaboration of each member of the group using internet-based websites or portals. Then, kahit nga madami yung benefits niya, meron din namang mga challenges when it comes to using educational websites and portals. Number one is yung accessibility issues. Kasi nga, hindi lahat ng websites is accessible. Meron kasing ibang mga websites na kinakailangan ng authentication, and then meron din mga ibang websites na kinakailangan ng monetary para ma-access yung website na yon. And then, number two is dependence on technology. So, kung wala kang digital devices and mahina yung internet connectivity sa area nyo, hindi mo ma-access yung mga websites and portals na ito. And then, next is the quality and reliability of resources. So, hindi lahat ng resources na nakikita sa internet or hindi lahat ng websites is credible source. For example is yung Wikipedia. Kasi nga, yung Wikipedia is na i-edit ng mga user or ng ibang mga user nito yung mga content doon sa website na yon. So, hindi siya credible as online resources. And then lastly is the software onboarding. So dito naman sa software onboarding, students and teachers have um, not yet familiar with the um, website or the software. So, maaari silang magkamali. And then, kung hindi sila marunong gumamit ng websites na yon, hindi rin nila ma-access or hindi rin nila mai-enjoy yung full access doon sa website kasi hindi sila marunong kung paano yun gamitin. And that's the challenges that the educational websites and portals have been facing.